Sabay.
DJ, bomb them, never stop. I'm on the go. I know, you know. God know, I'm on the go. But bad man I try to stop me though. I know, I'm on the go. Yeah, don't me all coming up off the show. Yeah, I'm so special. That's why boy, I pray if the girl and them want chase like petal. Thank ya. I'm so special. Tell them enough fear, two-face expression. Guy for no dirty mouth can't chase nor they tell. Me hear them shot, and I say them want me head pan black but too lit red pan that you better. Help poor people with them bed pan black. They say see a dirty heart you are good. From that seat, now them a say me mark and eat. Time walk them say me walk.
The Twin Cities, Minneapolis. That's the scene for the Clippers. The Claw, Kawhi Leonard has his sights set on one outcome as they wind it up for action at the Target Center. Clippers, T-Wolves, don't leave your seat. We'll be right back. Hi, and thanks for joining us on 2K Sports NBA action. It's coming up with Hall of Famers, Grant Hill. Well, it's fair to say we can expect a bruising battle between these two, Grant.
Yeah, these are two teams that dare you to bring the ball at them. They both feast on the defensive side, so don't expect any scoring records broken in this one.
And now the Los Angeles starters, Powell and Kawhi in at the forward spots. Chris Dunn is out there with James Harden, and it's Zubats in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. Harden from outside. The rebound by the Timberwolves. Outside Edwards. It's rebounded by Zubats. And it's Powell with the ball for the LA Clippers. And with their last victory, this team reached the 50-win mark on the season.
And they should be proud of what they've been able to accomplish. You can't just luck your way into 50 wins. You gotta be a good team to reach that feat.
Time now to hear from our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Well, I had a chance to catch up with head coach Chris Finch. He's focused on what they need to do to stop James Harden, saying they need to be aggressive defensively without putting him on the line. Once he starts racking up the freebies, the game slows down, he gets into a rhythm, and from there, it's a domino effect.
Appreciate the report,
bro, pag kailangan nyo mag-mall.
Leonard with a screen on Conley. Harden, the pass to Leonard. Now here's Zubats. Powell for three. Rudy Gobert with a rebound.
Boy, he won't miss many from that spot. The defense gets lucky there.
There aren't many more dominant defenders in the NBA than Gobert.
Well, that's definitely fair to say, B.A., because his defense has an outsized influence on a game. The inside presence changes an opponent's game plan.
Leonard with the ball. And he drives in. Harden against Conley. Shot clock at 5. Here's the teardrop.
You never see James Harden get sped up by a dwindling shot clock. He understands how much time he has to make a play.
Picked by Gobert. To the paint. Oh, and Gobert powers it home.
Look at the power on that.
He has to be one of the top dunkers in the game today. Harden surveying the D. Leonard with a screen on Conley. Harden, the pass to Leonard. Randall with a steal. And now the T-Wolves on the break. Pass to Leonard. Back to Zubats. Leonard, left side. It's blocked by Gobert.
Wow, insanely tough to get a shot off when Rudy Gobert is around. Wow.
Here's McDaniels. Sweet little floater.
Showing off with the floater game. Not a shot you can swat.
And Ty Lue has called a timeout. He wants to make sure everybody's on the same page. making a change here. Alexander Walker's checked in. Jones, he's checked in for Los Angeles. Bogdanovich comes in for Dunn. And in the first quarter, about 3 minutes played. Now Harden. Screen by Leonard. Harden, the pass to Leonard. Jones from outside. Knocks down the long J.
He's consistent from out there, especially when you give him that kind of room.
And here's Conley. Yet to see a basket. Here's Gobert. And the
Here's
jam by
Gobert.
Gobert.
The so long, so athletic Rudy Gobert with a big-time dunk.
Here's Harden. And it really feels like the chemistry of this Timberwolves team has taken a step forward.
And B.A., you know this. Winning always enhances that energy and chemistry. But beyond that, this is a roster full of players that have had individual success, and now they're hungry and thirsty for team success,
Leonard.
because that's the true measure. Toughness and tenacity very much describe Kawhi Leonard's game.
Down low. It's tipped. In transition, here come the Clippers.
Oy, Bogdanovich.
And the idea was good, but the execution severely lacking.
Just a missed connection, and it happens. I'm sure they will go back to it if given the opportunity.
Great time by Gobert.
Lay off
Scans
Randall.
the floor well to find his teammates.
Leonard with a screen on Conley. Harden, the pass to Leonard. To the middle. Here's Jones. Outside for Harden. Shot clock at 6. Leonard with a screen on Conley. Here's Harden. Ooh, plenty of contact on that shot.
Come
Officials
on.
call the foul, and he'll take 2 free throws now.
James Harden brings tremendous versatility. He can score, he can distribute. Whatever you need from him offensively, he can provide it.
James Harden, let's go! Ah, tangina pa iling-iling si Gago. Ganda ng jersey na to ah. Ano, current ba to? Kung pulang jersey niya? Ha?
And he makes the first.
Kaya
And
naman
Minnesota
pala
will
dami
go for a
sinasabi ni
different look
ate.
here. Reed's checked in for Rudy Gobert. Miller comes in for Julius Randle. Anthony Edwards is checked in for McDaniels. And it's Dante DiVincenzo in for Conley. Ivica Zubac checked in for Los Angeles. Coffey comes in for Powell. That one's no good. Minnesota in the lead. There's a 4-second difference between the shot and game clock. And Edwards slams it in.
Oh, give me a little sauce. Anthony Edwards rise high and finish over the defender.
23 seconds left in the first quarter. DiVincenzo against Harden. Zubac with a screen on DiVincenzo to the inside. And still a close game as the first quarter comes to a close.
Defense!
It's Minnesota. They're up by 3. And we'll be back shortly for the start of the second quarter.
Paka-athletic ang photo niya. Anthony Edwards. MJ.
And it's been a pretty even game here after 1 quarter of play. And before we move on, what do you guys think about what we've seen from the Timberwolves?
Well, it's simple. When you can dominate the boards at both ends, you can control the second chance touches.
And that's how they controlled the first quarter. I thought they were the much more physical team.
Edwards out there with Dante DiVincenzo. Then it's Nickeil Alexander-Walker. Then there's Naz Reid. And it's Minot in at the 4 slot. That's the 5 to begin the second quarter for the T-Wolves. And keeping us updated from the sideline, Allie LaForce.
Well, the Timberwolves, no doubt, a team to be reckoned with. Coach Chris Finch said, we come in every single night and compete. No matter what the circumstances are, we expect to win. We root for each other, so I feel like we have all the makings of a tough team.
And they have reason to be confident, Allie. Thank you. Garza's checked in for Minot. And the Clippers making a change here as well. Dunn's checked in. And
Boy, when you look at Anthony Edwards' frame, it is pro-ready right now. that upper body strength, the ability to play through contact, the and one, yes sir.
Minnesota shooting their first free throw of the contest. Ingles, he's checked in for Minnesota.
Oh, butter, jelly, pepper, chili, corn, yellow. Lahat na madulas, bro. Word salad, bro.
Free throw no good for Edwards. And Doris, you watch Anthony Edwards year to year. He just keeps reaching a new level.
He wants greatness
Diba,
badly,
Anthony
and
Edwards,
he's putting in the time, BA, to get there. Anthony Edwards, the shooting, the confidence, the leadership, everything's growing. He's now producing like an MVP. Look out, everybody, here he comes.
And stolen by Edwards. He got him. No doubt that's a foul. And it's going to be a transition take foul. All right, guys, let's get your take on the hustle stats for the Timberwolves.
Yeah, they're just
Super
attacking
Saiyan
on
Westbrook.
defense, getting those hands out and knocking the ball free. I really like their energy defensively.
I think the other
Wesley
thing they're
Snipes.
doing is they're wearing out the opponent in transition, exploding up the floor for easy chances.
Doris, one of the most physical guards in the NBA, Anthony Edwards.
If you want to talk about a prototypical NBA body, it's Anthony Edwards. He's got size, strength, athleticism, but beyond that, he's so skilled. Three-level scorer, versatile on the defensive end, fearless when it matters. Anthony Edwards may be the next face of the league.
And timeout called by Ty Lue. And we might see some changes. Coach potentially looking to adjust. Quarter number 2 with just over a minute to play. Here's Dunn. Hasn't gotten one to fall yet. Pass to Bogdanovich. Here's Zubats. On the wing, Jones. Clark covers. 5 on the clock. Jones sets a screen. Bogdanovich passes to Jones. The Clippers got to hurry. Late clock here. And it's going to be a 24-second violation.
Wins.
They turn it over. Some changes for Minnesota. Gobert comes in for Clark. And Mike Conley is subbed in for Alexander Walker. Leonard's checked in for Los Angeles. Ben Simmons comes in for Bogdanovich. And just about a minute and a half has passed here in the second quarter. Conley against Simmons. Out to DiVincenzo. Edwards looking it over. And he got the whistle on the way up. So he'll be headed to the line for a pair. All right, Doris, you think this heliocentric style of play can lead to championship success?
Brian, this is such a big-time question, and I think a difficult one to answer. By heliocentric, we mean that the best player on your team is making up a greater percentage of the usage, meaning the ball is in their hands more. What that has led to are some of the most efficient offenses in the history of the game. But does it lead to championships? That is the answer to the question we all seek. Anthony Edwards is one of the most explosive athletes in the league. He can burn you with his perimeter jump shooting. He's dangerous in transition. And look out, folks, the upside is there.
Outside Jones. The kick out to Simmons. Clock at 2. Oh, good look from Zubats. It's wide right, hits off the rim.
Boy, he was wide open. You wonder, did he overthink it? That's a missed opportunity.
Here's Edwards. And Edwards slams it in.
Well, Anthony Edwards came into the league with a reputation as a scorer. He is starting to hum a little bit right here.
And a little under 2.5 minutes gone by here in the second quarter. Simmons, the pass to Leonard. Simmons with a screen on Edwards. Back to Simmons. Pass to Zubats. Shot to stop the run. Rebound Minnesota. Outside Edwards. Strong drive by Edwards. And Edwards slams it in.
I think his teammates understand that Anthony Edwards has every aspect of his offensive game working, so let's make sure he's got the basketball.
And Ty Lue has called a timeout. He wants to give him a breather and talk things over.
Andre Woods. Bro, kung sino manalo sa OKC Denver, kakainin ng Wolves. Yan na bro. Kakainin ng Wolves yun. Para sa akin sila yung pinaka-hungry. Sa ano oh bro. Iba yung leadership din ni Edwards bro. Tapos parang perfect mix yung team niya eh. Minnesota. Championship caliber team bro. Walang tapon sa mga yan. Ako sana, ako. Ikaw ba, anong team mo? Saan mo titira? OKC? Maraming gusto mo OKC. Yan. Baka ano pa eh. Makakuha pa ng Game 7 bro, tas Denver. Never daw natatalo ang Denver sa home court. Game 7 bro, parati silang panalo. Pero, there's always a first time. Ito na yung baka maling greatest upset in NBA history. I mean, lamang na sila 30. It's marable for
He's checked in
quarter.
for Reed, and Jaden McDaniels subbed in for DiVincenzo. Coffee, he's checked in for Los Angeles. Harden comes in for Ben Simmons. Now for those joining us now, we're in the second quarter, about 3 minutes gone by. A moment to hear from Allie LaForce.
We know Kawhi Leonard is a former Finals MVP. Jimmy Butler said, there are guys that are like, quote, I'm going to find the best way to win. In a 7-game series, I'm going to get the best of you in the end. Kawhi's definitely up there. Whatever he's got to do, he is going to find a way. And Brian Butler would know a thing or two about that, wouldn't he?
Yeah, you know that. No question about his abilities. Randall, a screen on Harden. Knocks it loose. Oh, and the fast break for the Clippers. Here's Coffee. Back to Harden. Here in the second quarter, just under 3.5 minutes played. Here's Leonard. Leonard just muscles his way in.
Now, James Harden is the master of pick and roll action. This guy flawless in his execution.
Doris, looking back at James Harden's time in Houston, what an incredible individual run he went on.
Come on, Brian. Finished in the top 3 in MVP voting 5 times with the Rockets. Came so
Jaden
close to
McDaniels.
getting to an NBA Finals. He's still beloved in the city of Houston.
Clippers trail by 14. Outside Harden. Right side Jones. Outside Harden. Just 5 on the clock. Inside. And the shot
Oy.
clock expires.
24
24-second violation. Here's Minnesota. This run now up to 13-2. Now here's Conley. Still no points. Done with a steal. 9 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. To the middle. Here's Leonard. Leonard spikes it down.
Come on, Leonard.
Boy, you love to see that kind of burst from Kawhi Leonard. What a finish.
The Timberwolves lead by 12. Steps back. And Chris Dunn gets the whistle that time. That's his 3rd foul of the game. DiVincenzo, he's checked in for Minnesota. Ivica Zubac's checked in for the Clippers. Norm Powell comes in for Coffee. Here's DiVincenzo. Rebounded by Dunn.
It's not easy to finish in traffic, but those are chances he has to convert.
Leonard on the wing. Anthony Edwards has been on display for Minnesota. 11 points in the quarter. He's on fire. More 2K action in just a moment.
Man, bro. Get ya. Nakakalap siya sa laro talaga eh, no? Alin? Lakas mo na? Oo, oo. Tayo na eh, no? Hanggang ngayon, nagugulat ka pa rin eh. Ramdam mo yung nangin. Bola. Sige. Last time ba yun? Dapat ko rin yung half time. Wala sila siya. Tulog na. No, 30 na eh. Tulog na sila siya.
Just about ready for the second half here. A big comeback is needed for this game to be competitive, and it probably has to happen quickly. And you know, Anthony Edwards has been really making it happen, guys.
They've leaned on him to provide a lot of offense, and that's how he likes it.
And one would expect that the defense made some adjustments at halftime, but he has the ability to answer right back.
And so in the game for the Clippers, Powell and Kawhi in at the forward spots. James Harden out there with Chris Dunn. And it's Zubac in at the center position.
If he's operating in pick and roll, because Rudy Gobert is such a big target, hard to guard him.
Outside Harden, Leonard with a screen on Conley to the paint. It's blocked by Gobert. Right side Edwards. Rebound by the Clippers. Zubac has got his 4th rebound in this one. Here's Dunn.
Oh, 3
Pass
points.
to Leonard.
Go.
6 to shoot. Down low. Zubac passes to Harden. Over Conley. That's short off the rim.
I'm sure he's kicking himself. He hates to blow that kind of opportunity.
McDaniels inside, defended by Dunn. And the bucket counts. And he is on his way to the line. He'll try to make it a 3-point play.
Jalen Daniels.
Doris, you look at the tools McDaniels has on defense. He can be special.
He can. There's incredible length, the reach, the strength. McDaniel's very much able to be a shutdown defender against the best offensive players in the game.
And Los Angeles making a change here. Jones is checked in. Free throw good, McDaniels. And Ty Lue has called a timeout. He'll take the opportunity to regroup.
Protecting the rim has to be their top objective right now.
And the question they're going to have to answer to me is it a problem with the scheme or is it a problem with the matchups?
Kanina pa yun po. Pero na-record yung game. Yung dito lang yung nakaharap sa atin, hindi ba? Quarter na. Pinanonood dito. Pinanonood ng basketball. Tangan ko mga pakalan ko kasi volleyball. Tangan.
And if you're just joining us, we've played just over a minute here in the third. Trying to find a spark here.
Yes, indeed. A rough stretch offensively. They could really use a basket.
Powell for 3. It's rebounded by Minnesota.
And the shooter had very little space on that attempt.
Right. He stays connected and great timing on the contest.
Outside for Harden. Jones with a screen on Conley. And there's the lob. And he dunks it down.
Not only is James Harden one of the elite one-on-one players, this guy is an elite passer, and it's on display there.
Minnesota leading by 15. Here's Edwards. Shoots over Powell. Edwards, no good. And so it's Harden with it. He brings it up for the LA Clippers. Screen by Leonard. To the inside. Stolen by Conley. And here they go on a free run to the bucket. Here's Edwards. It's rebounded by Los Angeles. Zubats has got rebound number 7 tonight. Outside Jones. Leonard for 3. That's good. And it's Jones with the assist.
Kamay.
Leonard's got 12
Kamay
points.
Leonard.
Kawhi Leonard right now is cooking, folks. This guy has got a rhythm, and you better watch out.
The
Uy,
shot
nilamig
misses.
na si ano.
If you try something like that, you better be sure to complete it.
To the middle. Here's Jones. Hits the layup after the sweet pump fake to freeze the D. Jones has got 4 points this quarter. For Minnesota, they've got just 2 of 6 in the second half. Inside. Stolen by Jones. Here's Harden. And
Yes,
he's going to the
good
line
ball.
for 2. The official saw
Hindi
contact while he
na-record
was
yung
going up.
first. Pero na-record
It
yung
goes
game.
on
Yung
Mike
ito lang.
Conley.
An
Yung nasa maliit na
absolute
box.
master at drawing contact. Defenders get nervous guarding James
Third
Harden.
quarter na
This is
mag-umpisa.
why.
He's made 1 and missed 1 so far at the line. The first one
Hey.
falls. Alexander Walker, he's checked in for McDaniels. Both good from the line that time. 1:51 left in the third quarter. Conley with the ball. No points yet. And such a nice move to make that bucket possible. And the Timberwolves lead by 10. The Clippers have gone 3 of 7 here in this third quarter. Outside Harden. Leonard with a screen on Conley. The drive by Harden. And
Oy.
then Harden with the
Lakad si
jam.
Gobert.
They've been aggressive during this run, but they've also played under control.
I think the communication on
Buenas,
offense is
buenas.
working at every level right now. What a run for this group.
And Chris Finch calls timeout here. We might see him looking to make some tweaks to the strategy here. Reed's checked in for the Timberwolves. DiVincenzo comes in for Edwards. Just over 3.5 minutes through the third. Conley against Harden. Randall, a screen on Harden. Pass to Randall. Shot clock at 6. For 3, DiVincenzo. It's rebounded by Zubats. Zubats has got 9 rebounds in the game. Boy, he's getting it done. Screen by Leonard. Harden, the pass to Leonard. So good near the hoop.
Kawhi
Leonard.
Leonard.
This is anyone's game now, and they have the momentum.
Probably the most important thing is they regroup. They worked out some of their frustrations, and now they're starting to have some fun.
Floats one. And there's a nice layup by Conley. Conley's got 4 points this quarter.
And that was a timely basket to stop their momentum.
Now Leonard. He's got 14. Outside Harden. And he's going for the lob. Out to Powell. To the paint. Outside Harden. Up and over Conley. And a sweet roll that time on the rim. That one falls. Harden's got 9.
It matters not where James Harden finds himself on the floor. He is a legit threat to put the ball in the basket.
Wing shot on the way.
Oy!
And so it's Minnesota leading by 6 as we wrap up the quarter. Their key to consistency has been their dominance in the paint. They've been the more physical team. We'll be right
Teardrop.
back.
Mike Conley, facility. Ano, floor general.
And it's time now to bring you our State Farm assist of the game.
This is the definition of team chemistry. I love to see this kind of communication and connection between teammates leading to the perfect pass.
Nothing better than chemistry, right? Working together to create a bucket.
Pedro Pindumo.
Well, what a terrific game it's been so far. With this fourth quarter sure to bring more pressure-packed
Diano
basketball.
Gibbs.
We've got Dante DiVincenzo. He's out there with Edwards. Nas Reed out there with Nickeil Alexander-Walker. And it's Clark in at the 4. So that's the lineup for Minnesota. Dunn attacking. Here's Leonard.
Uy,
And
lagay
Leonard
lang ni
throws it
Leonard.
down.
This is why you
Oh,
put
why?
the ball in his hands. An accurate pass hitting a moving target.
Minnesota leading by 4. Reed sets a screen. Here's Edwards. Edwards with some muscle.
Yeah, Anthony Edwards in the painted area is going to be a force. Size, strength, and hops. Look out.
And here's Dunn. Outside Jones. Clark against Leonard. 5 to shoot. Back to Jones. And he jams it home with authority.
Oh,
Oh,
save
naman
that
to.
for the dunk contest. That flush was so extra.
Whether or not this game is close, he's the same guy. Focused
Si
on
Nick
finishing
Pinisi.
firm at the rim. And Chris
Pinuto ng
Finch
bola.
calls timeout here. Looking to get
Pinuto
everyone
ng
dialed in and engaged.
Mick Pinisi. Pinis. Hindi ako natipid dati. Mick Pinisi. Tang ina, down to 4 points.
The
Ganda
Timberwolves
lang.
making a switch here.
Let's go.
Conley's checked in. All right, let's check in with Ali
Mick
LaForce.
Pinisi.
Over that last break, I got a chance to hear what Chris Finch said to the team. Coach cautioned his team against feeling comfortable. He said the moment we take our foot off the gas, they're back in it. Let's push through the finish line. Brian?
Thank you for that, Ali. Leonard with a screen on Edwards. Pass to Leonard. DiVincenzo with the steal. Fast break, Minnesota. Here's Conley. Basket's good. And the
Basket
Timberwolves
good.
lead by 6. And guys, what do you think about the hustle stats for the Timberwolves?
Their defensive intensity has served them well. It kept the offense scrambling and resulted in several steals.
Another thing I thought they did well was pressure. They forced a ton of turnovers, turned those opportunities into points.
Here's Edwards. It's Edwards on the wing. Kawhi Leonard comes up with a rebound.
You can't ask for a cleaner look than that. He just couldn't deliver.
Pass to Zubats. Outside Harden. Leonard with a screen on Edwards. The drive by Harden. Out to Powell. Screen by Leonard. Powell passes to Leonard. And the lob disrupted. Not to be. Tipped. Done with a steal. The finish. Leonard
The
all
finish.
alone. No doubt about it.
Yeah, just amazing hustle. Chris Dunn using his long arms to come away with these kinds of steals.
And it's Conley with the ball for the Minnesota Timberwolves. 17 points was their biggest margin. Down low. It's tipped. It's stolen by Leonard. And he's going for the oop here. Done. The pass to Leonard. Conley grabs the miss.
That's one he wishes he could have back, especially against soft defense.
Edwards, no good.
After the strong first half, this guy has not been the same, and largely a no-show right here.
Leonard passes to Harden. Back to Leonard. Six on the shot clock. Back to Harden. Beats the shot clock, but can't get it to fall. The Timberwolves lead by 4. Pass to Reed. Back to Edwards. A little over 3.5 minutes in the books now in this fourth quarter. Comes up empty down the low.
Edwards.
Outside Harden. Zubac, screen. To the paint. Leonard, right side. Stolen by Conley. It's a 3-on-3 fast break. Here's Reed. Nice assist and nice finish. Solid play all the way around. Reed's got his first 2 points.
That right there might put the finishing touch on this one. Definitely not the time to get sloppy with the ball.
To the middle. Here's Leonard. Here's Zubac. The shot, no good. Nice D from Reed. And Minnesota with possession here. So far in the fourth, they've allowed just 6 points. And that's an intentional foul. And Chris Finch has called timeout. He clearly wants to talk it over and make sure everyone is focused. Some changes for Minnesota. Rudy Gobert's checked in for Reed. Randall comes in for Clark. And Jaden McDaniels subbed in for DiVincenzo. 44 seconds left in the fourth quarter here. And Edwards, here we go.
They have a relentless mentality, even with the game in total control.
This is a textbook example of playing the possession and not the score. This team is doing a great job continuing to execute.
Conley against Harden. Pass to Leonard. Right wing. There's 5 on the clock. Here's Dunn. Yes! Oh, and that cuts the lead to just 5.
Well, this is Zubac. He's such a team-first guy. You find an open teammate, put the ball where it needs to be.
Second team foul. At the line for your Timberwolves, Mike Conley, taking 2 shots.
He drops the first one, and that increases the lead to 6.
Only I. That's good.
And so he drops them both, and it's a 7-point game.
Well, it's about the little details. Capitalize at the free throw line, add to your lead.
Timeout call, the Clippers. They trail by 7. Guys, your thoughts?
Too little, too late. Making a change won't save them now.
Well, I think he might just want to remind these guys, hey, let's finish the game the right way.
So it's Minnesota picking up the win.
Bagging the
I'm sure
W.
they would have preferred a blowout victory, but a win's a win.
And so true, but you have to credit the crowd for giving them such a
Hindi
big
na kunin
boost
mga
toward
reaction
the end.
natin ng mga dunk
It
na
really
yan.
kept this team's energy high.
Napaka-crucial.
Well, now a minute to check in with Allie LaForce. She's courtside. Hey, Allie.
Rudy, you guys
Rudy.
came to play tonight. Can you talk about the motivation right from the opening tip?
We just wanted to have a good defensive game, come out ready and make sure we communicate and run back because these guys are very talented and we did a great job.
The communication paid off. Thanks so much.
All right, Allie, thank you. And that'll wrap it up, folks. For Grant Hill, Allie LaForce, and Doris Burke, and the rest of our 2K team, this is Brian Anderson signing off. We'll see you later.
Hindi ko nakikita ng ano. Gago. Hindi ko nakikita ang player of the game. Sino ano naman, bro? Ako naman. Sino pa ba? Ayun. Mga, ayun eh, oh. Oh, buta na ng Dr. Mentes. Oh, look. Soft touch. In comparison. Ay, wala nga akong 3 points. Seryoso? Oh, 0 bro. Nangyari. Ano nangyari? Field goals na lang.